So I've transferred the wort about 4 times back and forth. And now I added the ice to the sink. And add a little bit of water in there. As much ice as my ice maker can make and freezer can hold. But it's cool to the touch. The water coming out of the tap just isn't cold enough, so we gotta get the water extra cold to draw out the rest of the heat out of the kettle and the wort. And it's not a bad idea to kind of tilt the kettle back and forth now and again. And the reason is, let me stop the water here for a second. The reason is the wort is always going to be hotter towards the top, even if you have a fully submerged kettle. And it creates a thermal break somewhere in the kettle. And to get the wort to recirculate a little bit, maybe not recirculate, but to break that thermal threshold, you know, it's a little bit of rocking. So usually that's all that's required. What you don't want to do is put anything unsanitized in there, like stir it with a spoon or something like that. And also by just doing the gentle rocking, you're not mixing up the wort with everything that's settled to the bottom. It's not as settled as it was a moment ago, but it's not so stirred up that it hasn't separated, because we really don't want to transfer anything unnecessary into the fermentation bucket. So we're just going to let this continue to cool down, and then we're going to transfer to the primary fermentation. As you can see, the ice still has not completely melted. That's a good sign. If the ice was melting or completely melted, that'd be a good indication that I put it in too soon and that the contents of the kettle, the wort, was still too hot. I also made up my sanitizer solution, and in the bucket I've included anything that I'm going to use from this point on that may come into contact with the wort. So I have a strainer. I'm going to pour the wort into the fermentation bucket through the strainer, collect that little bit of hops that's in there, and anything else in this batch. There really shouldn't be anything else. The whisk I'm using to aerate, and then the airlock as well. And I've already sanitized the lid. So I'm going to stop filming here, and we're going to have to pick up after I transferred